He asked if I could ever love cars. I never could, not even for my dad, whose minister father sold his children's matchbox while they slept. For the mission, he said. And they twirled weevils in their cereal bowls against a Grenada dawn, heaping memories in empty chest. Consoled only by my grandmother, a wooden spoon, sweetened condensed milk, asking how could anyone argue with God? At 12, in shotgun, on the Etzel Ford Express to the Detroit Auto Show, I told my dad I could maybe love a forest green Jeep with a tan top. He smiled, clapped my shoulder, crumpled it beneath the weight of an answered prayer, stashed the dream beside a road map, sprawled across the passenger dash, until the day he finally bought one. A Jeep flapped in the wind like a cardboard box. CDs skipped with the potholes, and it never did tow a conversation between us. It was always between us. On the center console, or in the space between words, or in the pendant silence over the breakfast nook, hoarded beneath the dino bed, notched and tallied. Sins of a boy pleading that he might believe in a God who might believe in him. When my grandfather died, humbled by his second wife, I saw my dad cry for only the second time. He fell in line as he did behind Grandpa's long black limo, while eternity hung like dice slipping from the rear view, and Big Bad John coughed through the stereo, an apology lodged in my throat. I never knew what for. Just that I didn't know what to do in the stench of exhaust and oil, fingers revving, engines spinning, donuts in icy lots. He'd point out Beamers on 94, and I pretended I could see them. He'd recall down to the rims, his favorite toy cars gone missing, yet still scrape the concrete in his mind. By an iron bed frame on a West Indian breeze, whispering through glassless windows, anoles darting along the walls. All of it, he said, an offering to the Almighty, some fantasy of fatherhood. But God never had a dad, did he? No one to teach him how to do it, so needing strangers to cry, Abba, Father, he killed the only son he ever had, then turned right back round to give us hell about it. And yeah, I get it. Hell, I am no heavenly father, no petrol head either, but I am a dad now. And I am aware. Parenting is hard. And my young son is no Jesus, But when I drove him to soccer, he asked why I don't cry, and I apologized, as I do, telling him I wish I could. But if I'm honest, with my son, with myself, with my dad, of all my dad's cars, the small, sporty ones, his favorites, made the least sense to me. Not only because I grew to be 6 feet tall, unfolding from the passenger side of his Porsche 911, but I always wondered how anyone could carry all that baggage with such little trunk space.